6:03, it's Wednesday, February the 19th. It's 17 degrees right now. Cloudy and cold. We could see snow later. Highs only around 30. And with that forecast, well, good morning. I'm John Domen.
And I'm Michelle Basch. Yes, it's an extremely cold start to your Wednesday with highs only reaching the 30s. And right now, we're in the teens in many parts of the area. 7 News First Alert meteorologist Jordan Evans says some spots are watching for snow.
It's quite cold, temperatures staying below average. 20s today, but a winter weather advisory is in effect for southern Maryland, portions of the northern neck as well. A couple of inches is possible as you get south of Stafford County toward Fredericksburg.
Now, news came just last hour that Stafford County Public Schools will be closed today because of the expected wintry weather. Fredericksburg and Spotsylvania County Public Schools in Virginia have canceled in-person classes today. Alexandria Public Schools say they'll make a decision this hour on a possible early release. You can visit WTOP.com to read our full list.
And this winter is trashing school calendars all around the area. Prince George's County Public Schools saying that they've already used up their allotment of snow days for the year. And that means they're having to take back some days off that were scheduled for later on this school year. March 5th, originally a delayed opening, will now be a full school day in Prince George's County. And a professional day scheduled for March 17th also scrapped. Students have to show up for classes that day. The last 3 days of the year, June 16th to the 18th, will also be full days now. Maryland law does require students to be in school for at least 180 days and be in class for a specific number of hours.
It's been just over 3 weeks since 67 people were killed near Reagan National Airport in a mid-air collision between an American Airlines regional jet and an Army Black Hawk helicopter. And this morning, WTOP's Neil Augenstein says the family of one victim has taken steps to sue the federal government and the airline.
The filings are on behalf of the widow and 3 children of 40-year-old Casey Crafton of Connecticut. The claims are against the Federal Aviation Administration and the U.S. Army. Attorney for the family, Robert Clifford, says the government now has 6 months to respond, then the family can sue. The filings also order American Airlines and Sikorsky Aircraft to preserve any evidence. Clifford says the specifics of a $250 million wrongful death suit would depend upon the findings of the National Transportation Safety Board, but could include claims of willful neglect by the airline in connection to the congested airspace near Reagan National. Neil Augenstein, WTOP News.
It was a wild scene in D.C.'s Petworth neighborhood last night. A man shot and killed by police after he allegedly hit a squad car, waved a knife at officers, and then tried to carjack a woman in a nearby parking lot. WTOP's Scott Gelman picks up that story.
It happened here, a few blocks from the Georgia Avenue Petworth metro station, around 6 o'clock. Police Chief Pamela Smith says a man intentionally hit a D.C. police car.
The individual gets out of the car. He's really enraged.
Police say he demanded the officer's gun while swinging a knife. The officer got into the passenger seat and eventually shot him.
While checking on the suspect's condition, he began requesting for D.C. Fire and EMS. The suspect got up, picked up the knife, and started walking toward the officer.
That's when police say he got into a different police car.
The suspect gets out of the cruiser while still armed with the knife. The suspect then approaches a vehicle occupied by a woman in the parking lot of the laundromat.
He tried to carjack her, but police say an officer shot him. He was pronounced dead at the scene.
Thankfully, none of the officers were injured, nor was the occupant of the vehicle injured.
Along Georgia Avenue, Scott Gelman, WTOP News.
Just ahead, coming up, soon you'll be able to call your mother in Prince George's County as well.